Hey, if you're thinking about making a move to Sebastian, Florida, and you want to take a look at some gated communities, stay tuned because this video is for you.
Yeah, hang in there because we're going to show you our top 3.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in and visiting our channel, Living in Vero Beach. My name is Zach Coletti.
I'm Tonya Coletti.
And we like to talk about everything there is to living in Vero Beach and Sebastian, Florida.
The surrounding areas. If you guys want more information, stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, hit the little bell. You'll be notified every Thursday when we post a new video. Yep. And we look forward to sharing with you.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about gated communities. I mean, this is a really hot topic, and we're going to be in Sebastian, Florida. So we thought about, all the things that are, all the pros and cons about gated communities. And today we're going to actually just highlight our favorite 3.
Yep, we'll stick to 3, and those are coming up next. All right, Zach, let's wrap this up and get on the road.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, number 1, and this is in no particular order. We're just throwing them out there. First one on the list.
So how do we decide which HOA communities, gated communities, to add to this list?
So we thought about our communities and how we were going to choose them. And we went based on the HOA dues. We went based on the age of the residents, so you kind of know what to expect when you're getting into a community.
Yeah.
And we also stuck with single family homes. Yeah. We do have some great condo HOAs.
Yeah, that'll be in a different video. We also wanted to kind of stay within, a certain amount of homes per development.
This one we're in right now is called Sebastian River Landing. We've got just under 400 homes in this community, and there's 2 phases. We currently are in phase 1. This is up closer to 512. That's the main thoroughfare, leads you out to 95 and down to the river. Publix is right around the corner. And tell us a little bit about this community, Zach.
Well, if you're thinking about a community that it really epitomizes the American ideal gated community with the kids and the bicycles and the swimming pool and in the houses.
Sidewalks and yeah.
I mean, this is it. This is the gated community that everybody thinks about when you think about, the family-friendly gated community. Sebastian River Landing is just that. There's about 300 and, how many houses are here? We got about 394 houses in here. The median home value is $360K. Now like she said, there's 2 phases. So you got phase 1. That's going to be the older phase.
First started in 2002, so not too old, but 20 years old.
Yeah, so your houses aren't going to be, the values aren't going to be nearly as high as the ones in phase 2. Phase 2, you've got some bigger houses.
Cool thing about this HOA is it's cheap. I mean, it's $41 a month.
Yeah.
What do you get for that? Anything?
Well, okay, so again, this community has awesome amenities. You've got tennis, you've got basketball courts, you've got a clubhouse, you've got a swimming pool.
Beautiful swimming pool.
I mean, really, it's
it's safe, it's gated.
Yep.
It's super conveniently located. The high school is like right around the corner. Yep. Elementary school, Publix, the liquor store, everything's really close by.
Yeah, the neat thing is if you live in this community and you want to go grab something at the grocery store, you can just walk over there or ride your bicycle to the grocery store. It's
Pop
super
out through
close.
the back gate, yeah.
You want to get some Chinese food? Boom, right there. You want to go out to eat? Boom, right there. You don't really even need to get in your car to go get the basic necessities of life. It's pretty cool.
So tell us a little bit about who lives here. Like, what's the age range?
Yeah, so you know, at first I was thinking, because every time I come in here, I see kids on bicycles, and I see just people sort of walking around, and it seems like a younger generation. And it's actually kids from toddlers to high schoolers make up about 16% of the population in here.
Not as much as you'd think.
Not as much as I thought it was, actually. The majority of the residents are in the younger family range, 35 to 54-year-old range. So these are going to be the ones that have kids, and then the second highest, respectively, would be like the 65 to 74 range, and then the 55 to 64-year-old range. That's respectively. But like I said, you know, I thought there were more kids in here. It's only 16% of the population.
Well, overall, this is a great community. It is very popular community. One, you know, the home prices are really affordable. Like Zach said, you're in the $360,000 range.
Yep. They do go higher than that, though. We just listed one in here. It's a huge house, 2,700 square foot house with a 3-car garage, and that's listed at $460,000.
It's a newer home too, and you know, it's got a beautiful kitchen. So yeah, there is a range, and can you get anything less than 360 in here?
Sometimes
Yeah.
you can. I mean, really, the market has changed. If the house needs a little bit of work, you might be able to get into something, put some work into it, of course, increase the value.
Yep.
But it's a terrific community. They keep it up. It just seems to keep improving. They just recently repaved all the streets. It looks super nice.
So was there a small assessment for that?
Yes, there was a small assessment for the roads, but of course that's to be expected when you have some upgrades or updates made in the community.
Cool thing is that's been done now, so future homeowners, check.
Sebastian River Landing, this is on our top 3 list. We love this community. If you have any more questions about this one, obviously at the end of the video, just give us a call, or you can just go ahead and leave a comment down below. And now we're on to the next one.
This is so cool. You've got an organic farm right outside the back gates. So if you need, you know, the last minute fixings for a salad, or you just want to do something fun and different, just ride your bike outside the back gate and come over to Ye Old Family Farms. It's a fully organic farm. Now, I haven't been in there personally yet. They're just open, but look at all the sunflowers growing. Super cool. So fresh flowers, fresh veggies, all within a walking distance of your community. It backs right up to Publix. So if you need to pop over for a pharmacy pickup or a gallon of milk. And then you've got Ballpark Liquors, which is a great liquor store with awesome prices. And there's a gym in this plaza too. So like we said, it's super conveniently located. All right, we are in community 2. This is probably our favorite.
Yeah, it's so serene. I mean, right now, I'm just feeling super relaxed because this community, just driving in, it's just like you're in another world. As soon as you drive in here, everything opens up. You've got large lots. All the homes are just, you know, different. There's different architecture. You're right here on the river. You can see the river behind us.
Hence the name. This is called Sebastian Springs. That's the name of this community. It's one of the older communities in Sebastian. It was developed by a resident named Henry Fisher.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest ones. You said that, right?
Yeah, it's one of the oldest ones. We really love it. So obviously when it's older like this, you've got all the mature landscaping. The trees are big. They, you know, go over some of the streets and give you that canopy feel. Yeah. All the homes are different. There is definitely no 2 homes alike in this community. How many homes are there in this community?
128 homes. 128 homes.
So smaller community.
But the values in here are, you know, quite a bit higher than the other 2 that we're showing you today.
And why is that?
Just specifically because of what we're talking about. I mean, location, lifestyle. You don't have all the amenities. You don't have a swimming pool here, a public swimming pool.
But you do have tennis courts.
You got tennis courts,
And
you've got this river right here with the dock.
you have a little tiny boat launch.
And you got a little tiny boat launch, awesome. And you know, there's some houses here that have docks, and actually you can see behind me that there's a dock right there that belongs to a resident. And so the estimated median home value here is about $545,000.
Yeah.
But the HOA dues are awesome. I mean, you'd think,
Tell us what they are.
well, they're $100 a month. I mean,
Can you believe it? $100 a month. I mean, what a deal. So for that $100 a month, you get the security. You've got 2 gates. It's not man security, but you know, you've got the gates. You've got to punch in your code.
Yeah.
And you have maintenance of the common areas. There are lots of water. There's lots of water throughout the community, little ponds, and they're always so pretty. They maintain them so well. You got the community dock, the tennis courts. The mailboxes are all clustered in one section, so it really makes the streets look nice and clean.
don't know if I mentioned either, it's like the lots are larger. You've got
Yeah.
larger lots, a half-acre size lots here.
Hence why, you know, prices are also a little higher here because you've got more land that's yours to work with. And San Sebastian Springs, that's again the name of this community, is on the Sebastian River. Now,
San Sebastian River.
yeah, the San Sebastian River. And this river actually leads you all the way out to the intercoastal. So, and then from the intercoastal, you can make it to the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, so.
So as far as like the kind of, you know, the age group of people that live here, the majority of the residents fall into like the 55 to 74-year-old range. The second highest age range being like 75 plus. And then of course 35 to 45-year-olds, they're the third highest range. But the kids, the kid population makes up about 14% of the entire population in here. Now again, the population in this community is lower than the other two specifically because there's only, you know, there's only 128 homes here.
Exactly.
So, but it's just so quiet and peaceful. Like I could just chill out here right now on the dock and
read a
for the rest of
book
the day.
and
Yeah, it's awesome.
meditate or something. Now, most of the homes in here are older, so there are quite a few homes undergoing some massive renovation, mixed in with a few brand new builds. So you do have kind of a good mix there. There are a few lots still available in here, but this is definitely one of the probably the best kept secret neighborhoods in Sebastian.
You know, the neat thing about it is that it is still really conveniently located. I mean, we're still right in the heart of Sebastian, right off of 512.
Yep.
So it's just a quick, if you want to go to the grocery store, you're there in 5 minutes. Anywhere really in Sebastian, you're there in 5 minutes. So, you know, 15-minute drive to the beach, super close to the highway. So you're not out in the middle of nowhere. You're conveniently located, but you've got all this beauty and space around you.
Even
It's
though
gorgeous.
you feel like you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere here in San Sebastian Springs.
Yeah. So that's it for this. Off to the next one.
Yeah, we'll give you a little tour of some of the community. They've got another dock where you can sit and relax, and kind of feed the ducks when they're around, and the tennis courts. We'll take you over there and give you a quick drive-by. Okay, we are in our third community for the day, and this is Collier Club. Collier Club was first developed in 1999.
Yeah. So it's one of the older ones, but the nice thing, I mean, this is a really one of the most sought after communities in Sebastian. I mean, houses sell so quickly in here. I mean, they sell quickly everywhere, but like people are just looking to move into this community, and you'll see why. Just looking at the B-roll here. I mean, it is a sweet neighborhood. It's, you know, located on Roseland Road, which basically connects Roseland and Sebastian together. So you're not as conveniently located as the other communities, But you know, it's a nice drive to get here.
It's actually kind of cool though if you do check it out on a map. It's got 2 gates, and the front gate is on Roseland Road, and the back gate pops you right out to Main Street via the golf course. It's a municipal golf course. So if you're on the back side, yeah, you could have a home that lays up on the back. I don't know what 9 that is.
Yeah,
front 9.
There are some homes actually in this community that back right up to, you know, the holes here in on the golf course, on the municipal golf course. And the cool thing is you know, you can have a golf cart, bicycle, or whatever. You can even walk. Put your golf bag on your golf cart, shoot right out to the golf course and play some golf. It's awesome.
Now, what can someone expect to pay for a home in here?
Well, the median home value in this community is $431,000. That's the median sale price. Again, in this community, you've got phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is going to be a little bit less expensive. Phase 2 is going to be a little bit more expensive. Phase 2 is the one. Yeah, phase 2 is going to be the phase that's up against the golf course there, closer to the golf course. But it's just still a beautiful community. You've got all this.
Built in 1999, like we said, or started. Yep. So again, you've got the mature landscaping. Yep. You know, that's my favorite.
That's what I was going to say.
I just beat you to it. It really has like a garden feel. This community takes big pride on the landscaping, and when you drive through here, there's only a couple homes that haven't stepped up to the plate, but pretty much everyone else has just got their yards dialed in.
Yeah.
And you'll see that too with the little medians and all. It's super cute. They've got little bird houses and adorable community. People who live in here, you know, usually when a house comes up for sale, it's gone quickly because, like you said, it's highly sought after.
Yep. Yep.
Neighbors, you know a brother or sister who want to live in the same community, so it usually goes really quickly.
Hey, can you tell we're getting smarter? We're wearing sunglasses when it's bright instead of like doing
Squinting.
this. So, you know, I mean.
So, did we tell them how many homes are in this community?
No, there are 396 homes in this community. So there's a little, you know, quite a bit more than San Sebastian Springs. About the same as Sebastian River Landing. And you know, one of the other cool things about this is the HOA dues.
Oh, wait, pause. Look, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it way in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is the airport. We've got the Sebastian Airport back there. It's a private airport, but we've got this skydive center. Sorry to jump you off track, but when you're hanging out in your backyard or your pool or playing golf, it is very common to see the skydivers. We've got an awesome Sebastian skydive jump center.
One of the coolest
here.
things to do in Florida, and really it's a destination for people who love to skydive, is Sebastian, and that's it right there.
Yeah.
They take the planes up there. That plane goes all day long, and you can see the skydivers coming out down with the parachute. So it's really, really cool. You might think, oh man, I don't want airplane noise all the time. It's actually not that bad at all. You
get the small little jump planes,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's not like you've got a big commercial, you know, one flying in your backyard.
No big deal at all. I mean, you can hear the plane right now, but it's not that loud.
There he goes. I don't know if you can see it or not, but super cool. All right, HOA dues.
HOA dues, low. Again, and this is one of our criteria on choosing our 3 favorite here in Sebastian, $80 a month. It's around $80 a month. I mean, to have, you've got a pool, you've got a clubhouse, you know, library, fitness center.
And they do fun things during the season. They get together like once a month and they do different like potlucks or themed parties. Yeah. So it's active. It's a social community. Great for walking your dogs. These people are like
super neighborly.
Super, neighborly, dog friendly.
Yeah.
The things you get for that $80 a month, you get a really pretty community pool, you get the fitness center, you get the clubhouse, tennis courts?
No tennis courts here.
No tennis courts here. I think that's what you get, and all the maintenance included, and the two security gates. Yeah. And really, it's like sweet little garden feel. Who lives in this community?
Well, the average age range, the majority age range of the residents are in the 65 to 74-year-old range, but we're noticing more younger families with children are moving in. And actually, I was again surprised to find out that this has the highest rate of children.
Does it?
Per population, per capita. So 17% of the population are children, from toddlers to high schoolers. So 17% of them. But yeah, we've got more younger families moving in, but we still have the majority of the residents are in the 65 to 74-year-old range. But really, I mean, it's just, for any age group, it is a fantastic community.
Yeah, so again, you know, might not seem the most conveniently located, but really if you just plan where you're going, you know, and use the gates to your advantage, it's super convenient because they shoot you out on 2 different sides of Sebastian, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the closest real, like, kind of amenity or closest convenience is going to be the post office. You could probably ride your bike to the post office, but everywhere else, like grocery stores, restaurants, things like that, you're going to be getting in your car and driving. You're not going to, like the other communities, you're not going to be able to just, like, you know, ride your bicycle to those conveniences of life. But all right, cool.
All right, folks, so that's it. We've made it back to our home. That wraps up our edition of Sebastian's top 3 gated HOA communities.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Hey, and as much as we love making these videos for you, we'd love it even more if you gave us a call. We'd love to help you whether you're selling or buying a home here in Sebastian and Vero Beach. We take great care of you. We love all the calls that come in. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. And that's it. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.